Hello and welcome to the final episode of my cycle camping trip to the north of the Netherlands. For my return journey, I plan to take a train from Groningen to The Hague and then cycle to a campsite to the south of Delft. The train journey was meant to take 2.5 hours, but eventually it took 5 hours and turned into something of a nightmare. Having no previous experience, I was anxious about taking a bike on a train, and in the end I took the bike on 4 trains. The first train terminated at Assen because I think there was someone on the line, but the announcement was in Dutch, so I didn't fully understand. The guard was hopeless. Everyone got back on the train and returned to Groningen. He gazed unfeelingly as the train pulled out of the station, leaving only me and a lady confined to a wheelchair and her dog remaining on the platform. I decided to wait an hour to see if another train turned up before cycling to Zwolle to try and continue my rail journey from there. And after 3/4 of an hour, a train arrived from Zwolle, then returned with us on board this time. After changing trains, I was advised to travel to Utrecht and then catch a train to The Hague. I was becoming something of an expert travelling with a bike on trains, although one lady guard told me that my bike should be in the parking space, but it was occupied by a lady with her fold-up bicycle, so she told the lady off for having her fold-up bicycle in that space and then told me off because my bicycle, I should have taken all my panniers off, but there you go. The outskirts of The Hague merged into Delft, where I stopped and had a late lunch before continuing to Boetengoed Tafet for the night. It was a friendly little site, although more expensive than the ones up north. I was able to camp on a little finger of land that the host referred to as the island, amongst some trees. There was even a hammock for me to laze in, although it was quite breezy. It was the perfect place to pitch. I'm miles away from anyone else, which is what I always like. You'll be pleased to learn that I've since fixed my leaking tent by reproofing it and retaping and sealing the seams. I always enjoy arriving at a new campsite, as you never quite know what to expect. All of the sites I stayed at were first rate, and all were different. I was able to make use of the tea making facilities and relax in the lounge area, watching the horses. That night, England beat the Netherlands in the Euros at football, and so I made a mental note to keep a low profile the next morning. Fortunately, my host spoke excellent English, and I recall she worked at the Delft University, or the University of Delft, is it? The deck area was beneath a Dutch barn or a hay barn. It's one of the barns where the roof can go up and down to store the hay or straw underneath it, but since been converted, no doubt. Here come all the reform voters. Morning everyone. You're all very well behaved. Morning number 19625. Why are you in trouble? Well, you've got a bit of a limp there, haven't you? You poor old thing. Yeah. Having a scratch. Off to new pastures new. There we go. After an early start the next day, I made my way to Maassluis for breakfast before arriving early at the port to catch the ferry home. I made my way to my cabin and enjoyed sleeping in a bed once again. Next time I aim to visit the south of the Netherlands via Middelburg, Breda, Tilburg to Maastricht. If you know of any safe, secure place near the Hook of Holland to leave a vehicle, or good small campsites in any of these areas, please let me know. Also, please like and subscribe and let me know the content you enjoyed and what you didn't, so I can improve the videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I've enjoyed very much having you along for the ride.